everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I want to show you when we get a topic, regardless of what kind of topic we see or we get. So, we want to see the first thing before we get started to write, we have to deconstruct the topic in three sections. So three part of every topic. The first part, we call it the theme or the core. In other words, the big idea of the topic. What is the main idea of the topic? The second part of each topic, we call it limits or limiter. That limits the topic to a specific group or a certain part. And then we have what the topic asks us. We call it order or comments, what we have to do. So when we get a topic, we uh, break down the topic and we try to identify first what is the theme, the big picture, the main idea, the underlying message of this, what is the limit, the topic to a specific group or certain part, and what we need to do. So let's look at the examples here and we try together to identify those three parts when we get the topic. The topic here says a lot of people believe that the amount of violence shown on TV and in the cinema affect the actions of our young people, and therefore the amount of violence in our society today. So imagine this is the topic, and they ask us, do you agree or disagree with this statement, right? So the first thing that we need to do, we have to identify the three part of this topic. So the first part is what is the theme? What is the core? What is the big idea? What is the big message? So definitely this topic talks about violence. So violence where? So violence at home, violence on the street, violence at the workplace. So here they talk about violence shown on TV and cinema. So TV and cinema are media. So we can say the big message, the big idea of this topic, the main idea is violence on media. So that's why the theme is violence and media. The second part is what is the limit. So limits the topic to a specific group or certain part. So as you can see here, we are talking about media, which is TV and cinema. So which is related to young people. They are not talking about the whole people or the entire people. They say young people. So it can be young people are seniors? No. They are children? No. Young people, we have a certain group of people that we call it young, like teens, teenagers, adolescents. So adults, right? So that's why the limit is young people and TV and cinema as a medium. And what is the order? What they ask us, what we need to do is agree or disagree. So as you can see, we list the topic. We break down to the theme, limit, and order. So when I want to start, I want to start writing for this topic. I know the main idea is about the violence, media, which is TV and cinema, and young people. So I have to talk and cover and address those items, nothing more, nothing less. So this is very important before we get started for each topic to identify theme, limit, and order. I hope that you enjoy of this